Hello, friends.
Are we back?
In theory, we should be back.
Okay.
And now we have to wait for a signal to come back from
We will get
our
the
capture
signal
card.
back. XSplit did not like things.
There we go.
Oh, right in the middle of the team fight, just the way I like it. Emmerking coming in with the gauntlet. It traps Khan on the wall. He is going to go down. There's the Venn diagram. Meanwhile, Lotus Eater gets a little bit of a buff there. You see the spin to win coming out of Lotus Eater, turning on Rebel Quinn now. They're both low, and again getting that second red mist up. Emmerking securing the final kill.
Attention, Bon Arden doing some serious work
I
right
don't
now.
think it was an ace, though. I think Khan was... Oh, it was an ace. All right,
was an ace,
Khan
yeah.
was not back. But, oh, man, am I loving Rona in 1.8.
Rona is strong. Quite strong.
Yeah.
Just a little bit strong.
So you seem to be intimating maybe a little too strong?
Maybe a little
I
bit.
like where she's at.
I think she's pretty fun.
And it's fun that she's in the meta, boy.
Rona is fun to play. I won't argue that.
All right, so Z Kent maybe intimating that Rona a little bit OP in 1.8. I don't know if
I would never say such a thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think she's fun. Yeah, so for everyone who was trying to watch when XSplit went down, so we did all the reveals while we were off camera,
Yep.
so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Peace.
No, we'll do that later. There will not be mailmans involved. And we
See,
will
this is what
have...
happens when I do like my deep gravelly whatever
Oh,
voice.
man, that hurt my voice.
I know. This is why I don't recommend it.
All right, Lotus Eater on this excellent weapon Rona. The Crystal Rona is also where it's at right now.
Oh yeah.
But look at all of the damage being put out with that Blazing Salvo and her heroic perk, using a leap just to create a little more range there. Whiz Glory. Wait, Whiz Glory.
Whisk Glory.
Whiz Glory. It's a weird name. Emmerking's been on point with the gauntlets. I want to see what he's able to do in the next sequence.
Ember King is playing that weapon Narden though. He does have a Crucible. He has a tension bow, so he's a little
This
bit
is so
tanky,
fun.
but he'll be pretty effective.
Look
honestly.
at it. It's the father, the son, and
Catherine.
the Catherine. Merciless Pursuit comes out. It does not catch Khan, who triggers a reflex block and just barely squeezes out of that wall. That almost was like going through a keyhole right there.
I thought he got hit by that,
I know,
honestly.
it did. It was like a weird little squeeze. Like,
See, this is what happens when you're playing on
fluffy,
European
just
servers.
right underneath. Yeah, Lotus Eater, though, walks into 3 people, uses the leap, trying to get out of the fray.
However.
But that's why it's called Into the Fray, because you're not going to escape very well with it. There is a reflex block triggered as the Dragon's Breath comes out. Emmerking is on fire. Whiz Glory trying to escape with that curious name. And more people do die. The scarf falls. Abby is over here trying to get things out of the fridge. No. It doesn't have anything to do with the team fight. Come say hi.
Yes, come say hi.
Oh, you're getting water because of his Batman voice.
We need to have Taka come on
Emmerking,
today.
why? Yeah. Yeah, Emmerking, why would the tower
Hello.
dive?
Oh, thank you. Here's a water.
Oh, thank you. I have all the waters now.
See,
How
you
nice
need,
of
you need
her.
to have drink water
What a
when you
nice
do Batman
team we have.
voices. All right, Lotus
Very nice
Eater
team.
doing decently. 2-3-1. However, Scarf right now is having a pretty rough time. 0-4-2. But honestly,
You know,
I think I make a pretty good comeback because the reason being behind that is Scarf is incredible late game.
we were talking about Salento earlier, which is important,
Okay.
right? And so if you get that awesome bug where Arden Blood for Bloods at the same time that someone finishes their recall, then Arden will do the stanky leg all the way back to the enemy base.
Oh man,
This is important.
it's very silly.
Lotus Eater gets caught. The Vanguard comes out. That creates a little bit of extra stro. Once again, using Into the Fray to try to get out of the fray. Khan with caught with some questionable positioning there, taking a big chunk of damage from that weapon. Arden, he is now on fire. His scarf continues to try to kite. Whiz Glory just hanging from behind with those Blood for Bloods. There's the gauntlet wall that once again gives Khan nowhere to go, but they turn on Emmerking, who will likely fall as well. Whiz Glory is the only one left alive. And he will drop to the Catherine. That's an ace for red team.
Right now, his weapon art is working extremely well. Looks like he is going for.
I can say Salento if I want. I don't care if it's Silento, Drizzle. I'll say whatever I want. It's Salento on this show.
He just says whatever he wants all the time anyway. So it's all good. All right, Rona building that
Silento.
bone saw.
Flow
Got some
Rider.
boots. Looks like she's going
Pronounce
for
things.
a Sorrow Blade.
It's not my fault if it's Florida. You want to call it Florida.
What?
Silento. Come on. I'm just correcting the pronunciation. That's all.
I got nothing, guys.
It's a Friday. They're paying out gold. They're drinking beverages.
Things are happening. Khan is ducking in the bushes. He's got to crawl around those bushes, that scarf, waddle around a little bit, shoot some fireballs everywhere. And right now we have PvP Shaggy in the bushes, shopping a little bit. Lotus Eater is level 11, even though he's been killed a million times. So that's actually kind of surprising. He's got 77 CS, 2 Rs, 47. Doing extremely well for himself. So the blue team is actually quite behind in gold. However, they are kind of keeping themselves in this game by farming fairly well.
Red team with that minion candy still on the gold miner. Khan and associates now looking for a fight, but red team rotating down the opposite side now.
This could be bad for the red side.
It's like a reverse angle.
This could be really bad. Oh, they stepped on a scout shot. This could be really bad for the blue team. Khan gets stunned out. Khan is almost certainly going to drop right here. One more hit. Wolf do it. He goes down. And right here, Lotus Eater is just, doing what he can, spinning a little bit, winning a little bit, but not winning quite enough. So he will also drop Whiskloy as the last member of his team to survive. And Ember King as weapon ardent, it's going to be a little bit stronger. The Rebel Queen might be going in for the stun. The Gauntlet does come down and misses. PvP Shaggy cutting him as well as he can. Whiskloy is almost certainly going to drop. He just keeps running away, and there you go. He goes down.
I like how you there go down. Down goes Fraser. But there it comes back to back. But yeah. The comp that the weapon Arden with the Rome Catherine, super fun. There's another Merciless Pursuit catches Khan once again. When it comes to these scaling crystal mages, positioning is everything. Khan has gotten caught a few times with the Merciless Pursuit now. Rebel Quinn just Merciless Pursuiting all over the place with those clockworks. And now Lotus Eater with an excellent red mist. Able to pick up a kill, but now within two people, there's a nice Vanguard coming out, keeping Lotus Eater alive. Just enough time, but cannot finish off the kiting Vox, who now turns with a wait for it, kites around with a Sonic Zoom. Whizglory is not long for this world. Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
I feel like Whizglory is just always left on his, lonesome.
But there is nothing more fun than if you have the Crucible, Aegis, Shiversteel, Arden, and you can just keep yourself alive with the reflex blocks and with the Vanguards.
There's something special about it.
And just turn that last kill into a half an hour is just very fun.
Oh, Khan, no!
Khan once again.
Khan! Alright, PvP Shag taking a lot of damage from Lotus Eater jumps back out.
Khan 1 and 8. Khan 1 and 8. So, there's nothing wrong with Khan's build. It's really just the positioning. Getting caught out quite often. When you watch the VIPL, as everyone should, at 9 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, you'll see, especially, players like Druid, teams like PQQ and beyond, that play a lot of scaling Crystal Mages, their positioning is on point 100% of the time. They're always on the edge of the fight. They're never getting caught out. Yeah, they're never, ever getting caught out. And, it's worth watching. Even go back to OGN Global on Twitch. Watch some of the past broadcasts and just focus on the positioning of the Scarf or the Celeste. And you can see, just that is where the play is superior and how it makes such a big difference to wait for it comes out. Rebel Quinn has been all over with the Merciless Pursuits all game long. Looking once again, this time catching Whizglory. There's a goop pool coming out. The double gauntlet drops. Whizglory for once, the first to fall. Khan walks straight into the gauntlet with that Dragon's Breath. That's not going to work out for him. Lotus Eater the next to fall. Khan going to just do his best now, helping to protect this turret, but most likely it will fall. There's a goop pool waiting till the minions or people are on it. He gets caught out again.
Khan, no.
Yeah, so a wise tower dive there by red team. They pick up another ace. And 1 second left on the Arden. That's not going to help. It's really 10 seconds to the Rona that is going to matter. And by that time, most likely, all the turrets will be down. Emmer King tanked as much of that damage as possible. Turns away and would be wise to run. So they are, I don't know about that. They could have potentially tried to end. Instead, they play conservative, but that's okay. They'll take their gains and they will retreat. And
that'll be that.
That will be that.
All right, right now, PvP Shaggy, 12, 1, and 9 on that box. I'd say he's doing pretty well for himself. What do you think?
Oh, we cleared 1 million views on this channel.
Nice.
That's good. We haven't been around that long.
Nice.
We've been around on iOS in one form or another, like
We've been
less
here
than,
for a
like
while.
a year, right? And then, but not streaming that whole time. And Android, just a few months.
How many streams do you think we've done?
I don't know.
I'd say about
Not
like,
enough.
Yeah, I'd say we've done about like 50, 60. I think that's pretty solid.
Good. That's pretty cool. Make sure you follow the channel so that you can win ice and know
Hopefully.
when Zken is doing things.
Con!
Once again, you don't want to be so close to a Vox, especially one wearing the Cloud Raider skin, because
no!
then he will kill you in style. The Sonic Zooms.
That actually took quite a while.
Yeah, he was taking his time. There's a gauntlet over the wall just for style points. As Emmer King doing what Emmer King does with a Sorrow Blade and a Tension Bow.
Emmer King don't care.
Wait
Emmer
for
can
it.
kill you.
Comes out and eliminates the Rona.
Man.
And they're going to just let this Catherine, the Rome Catherine, rarely with the damage output to finish off the Vein Crystal. It looks like they're going to just give her the honor. And with a Blast Tremor, a little bit mistimed there. Did not finish it off with the Blast Tremor, so they lose. No, that's not how it works. That is a win for PPP Shaggy, Emmer King, and Rebel Quinn. Congratulations, a 9-3 KDA on the Weapon Arden. Hey, it's us.
Hey. Whoa. That was weird. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, in any case, pretty good game coming out from the side of the red team. It was pretty close early on, but Scarf got caught a couple too many times.
Then you no. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. You were saying? Yeah, con will be the keyword. That was suggested by who suggested that? Dragon Wolfrex.
All right, that was interesting. All right, so what should we do next?
I don't care if it's Silento.
What should we do next?
I'm gonna give away ice. You think about that for a minute. So con. All caps. Type con to win ice.
Con to win ice. Should we try another game? Round 2?
I think
or should we do some viewer games? You want to play?
I think at least one of us should play.
All right, you can play.
But not on EU, though.
Okay, we'll have you play on North America.
Yeah, because
I'll spectate you.
Because our office is just a pain cave of hurt.
All right. I'm logging into those North American servers. If I remember my account name, I think it's this. I never remember. I log in like every few days, and I can never remember what my account or my email is that I used. I'm assuming it's this. Yeah, that's right. Sweet.
All right.
Good job, me.
The person who typed con to win ice, that would
do
technically be correct.
I'm going to let you do the invites.
Let me do the invites. All right, fine.
Yeah.
You just don't want to.
You can pick your opponents. Hey, you always complain that my opponent. I give you like hard opponents. This is your turn to pick your opponents.
That looks good. That looks good, Arden.
It does look pretty good.
Yeah, good stuff right there. All right, so I'll make a party.
And I'll press this button so someone wins a thing.
Good. Please do.
All right, the first winner will be GRAR22_Twitch. Congratulations, you win some amount of ice.
500.
Good for you. Things are great. And stuff.
All right, let's see. What skill tier should we do?
You can play any skill tier you like.
I feel like we should go high.
High?
I see Inane. Let's see Inane from Nemesis. Let's see if he wants to play.
All right.
I want to go high.
It's going to go high. All right, so Playoff Fear is going to challenge himself.
Inane is in there. That's good.
Once again, he's going to take on
Dawn
all
Eclipse.
comers.
Dawn Eclipse. Let's
and
see
maybe
if Dawn
he'll
Eclipse
kick some
is here.
butt, or maybe he'll lose hardly, but who knows?
Dawn Eclipse. So these are some excellent. Should we just do a public casual?
How am I supposed to spectate you?
That's true. All right, we'll do a private. I was just going to exclude you.
Wow.
Altogether.
Wow. That's messed up.
All right.
Playoff Fear trying to ditch me. Pretty rude. Would not recommend in any case.
All right, let's see if Cloudy Olive wants to play.
I'm going to take Playoff Fear's laptop.
Oh, yeah. Do more
and send
winners.
out messages
Send out
to
messages.
winners
That's all
of
smart.
all sorts. All right.
And making a private on Livestream. Okay, Cloudy Olive accepted. That's good. We just need 2 more players plus a Zekent.
Plus a Zekent.
Who is the most annoying part of this whole
All right.
thing?
The next winner of 500 Whole Ice will be Alex Plays 83.
Oh, let's see if these people are here.
All right. Wins
Exceptions
500 ice.
from the One Ice Guild.
Congrats.
Exceptions, the One Ice Guild coward who never challenges anyone.
Need player
And Green
name
Ranger.
from Alex
No,
Plays
a
83. And the final winner of 500 Whole Ice will be... It will be... Hadn't this guy won before? Chunky Pretzel? Sounds like a very familiar name.
Why did a name leave? I wanted a nemesis player.
Congratulations, Chunky Pretzel. You win 500 ice.
All right. I need one more. Just making sure everyone knows. This is on Livestream. Maybe Inane couldn't handle the heat. I hope all the members of his guild give him
Oof.
wow, give him
Wow.
crap.
I thought you had that.
So,
All right, you want to invite me to this game?
Oh, he's back. All right. So he's not a coward.
You want to invite me to this game?
I really don't, but I will.
Wow.
Okay.
Play up here. Why are you so rude to me today?
I'm sorry. You're like the nicest person I ever met. It's just for some reason that brings out the worst in me. Okay.
You're just mean to nice people?
Oh, Butterbutt. Oh, man. Hafu. That means Hafu is playing right now. But she's in a game. So maybe next
That
time.
would mean she's playing right now, yes. That's accurate.
Hey, now you're being mean to me.
Revenge!
What is up with that?
All right, in any case, we have Playoff Feared, Inane, Dawn Eclipse
Oh,
up against
who am I gonna play?
Cloudy Olive, Exceptions, and Green Ranger.
I'll play. Oh, I should have asked them who I should play.
You should just play everything.
What do people want me to play? I'll play Saw. I'll play Koshka. I'll play Rona. I'll play...
You should
Crow,
play,
I'll
like,
Glaive,
how's
I'll
your
play
Crystal
Celeste.
Saw?
My Crystal Saw is trolly as hell. I mean, I don't know that... Well, usually Dawn Eclipse is the jungle carry.
No, well, you can pick anything you want. You can
Oh.
pick, like, Arden, Catherine. Catherine is pretty fun. Hell, Adagio.
I should have asked.
Adagio's not too great with Jewel, though. You kind of want the Catherine with Jewel.
What do
Oh, there's
people
the
want me
Glaive. Koshka's always solid. It's up to you. It's up to
to...
you.
Inane's not even...
Inane
is
don't
a-
care. Is Inane in the game? Maybe he disconnected or something. Come on, Inane. Just lock in. Hope for the best. Inane, no.
We made a private on the dev stream, Inane. Oh,
Alright,
there he
Inane.
showed up.
Come on, Inane. Come on. You're ruining things for us. Making things tough. Alright, what do you guys think? Is Playoff Feared gonna go all the way?
People
Take
should-
this home, make it a victory,
No,
something or other.
not at all.
No, Chunky Pretzel actually just won some ice.
Chunky Pretzel won ice?
Yeah,
All right.
he did win ice.
Chunky Pretzel's cool. Should we give Inane one more chance?
Inane, this is your last chance. This is it.
Otherwise, I'll find... Oh, you know what? You know what? Oh, he's back. I was going to pick Genghis Khan so we could have another Khan.
Con! Alright, in any case, Flatbeard going up against Cloudy Olive, Exceptions, and Green Ranger with his buddies Inane and Dawn Eclipse. Should be a pretty close game. Honestly, I don't know who's going to win this one. You have some pretty good players on both teams. Flatbeard can carry pretty hard. I believe in him. I believe in him. I think he's got this. No problem.
You left
100%
again.
win rate.
All right, that's it.
All right,
I'm gonna try to
Inane, you're
find-
out of here.
I'm going to try to do Genghis Khan because then we have Khans. Because then we have consistent Khans. Oh, in a party.
No Genghis Khans for you. Nice try, though.
Leave your party.
Wow, what if he's playing with his friends?
Oh, let's make a rule. New rule.
All right, Playoff Beard. You can see him type in chat right here.
Must
Actually, I can't
be
even.
a saw on each team.
Wow.
New rule.
Is that
Must
really
be
a
saw
rule?
on each team.
Okay. If you say so.
Okay.
Sawport.
All right.
Sawport is the best saw.
All right. So let's try Genghis Khan one more time. Because I yelled at him. No, but he didn't leave his party. All right, so no Khan. Plenty of other players.
Your party making skills need some work. You're taking your time.
You're mean.
You got this.
You're so mean to me.
Why don't you get like this orderly chaos fellow?
I can look for orderly chaos. I'm just seeing what the options are because I never go all the way down to the low alphabet. It's not fair to them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What was that name?
Orderly chaos.
Orderly chaos. Oh, Mac Daddy B.
Okay, you get Mac Daddy B.
Mac Daddy B.
Mac Daddy B.
Mac Daddy B from the Sillies.
All right, here we go. Playoff Beard stacking his team against his enemies. Let's see how this goes.
All right, so there must be a saw on each team. There must be a saw on each team. This is the new rule that I just made up.
All right.
For no apparent reason whatsoever.
Because you want to show off your saw skills? In any case.
Well, Donna Clips really wants to do a jump. So we know Donna Clips is a Taka main.
You could do the Rome Taka. No? Why don't you?
It's not in my best interest to not allow Donna Clips to play Taka.
Too late. You can play support saw, Rome saw.
I could. All right, we're gonna have some fun.
I mean, exceptions.
Even if it costs us the game, that's fine.
Totally worth it. All right, Playoff Beard locking in that tier 1 Sawborg skin. Playoff Beard on the Saw. Mac Daddy B on Celeste. Dino Clips on Arden. And the other team not quite locked in yet, so we're gonna take a little bit of time and just wait for them. Let's see what they pick. If they lock this in, it could be pretty good. Exceptions on the Rome Saw. Cloudy Olive on Jewel. And Green Ranger on the Jungle Rona.
All right.
It's going to be a pretty close game. I think if Mac Daddy B is on point with the core collapses, it's going to be really tough for the red side. However...
Oh, we both went tier 1. I went tier 1 because I thought he might go tier 2.
However, he doesn't have tier 2. He just asked you to unlock it for him.
He just did? Just now?
Yeah, just now. Literally just now.
All right, well, I'm not doing that now. I'm playing a game.
It's way too late.
I'm playing a game on the
All right,
Livestream.
Don Eclipse and Playoff Beard heading off into the jungle right now. They can get some pretty decent farm suppressing fire to clear ways a little bit faster with those extra spin up stacks. And this is going to be interesting. Saw is able to clear jungles at pretty decent speeds, so I think on both sides, there's actually some pretty good jungle clear on both sides.
I don't like the way he set that up. Like, I want him to drag that one down so that I can hit them all with suppressing fire at the same time.
Well, such is life. So Exceptions and Green Ranger doing a pretty good job of clearing jungle pretty quickly because they do have Saw and Rona, probably two of the fastest clearers in the game, maybe after Celeste. I think like Rona and Celeste are probably the two fastest jungle clears in the game right now. And Green Ranger really taking advantage of that extra attack speed, cutting around properly, started stepping to make sure that he can... Oh, those double suppressing fires come out. Both of them whiff horribly. And
what do you mean whiff? I'm just clearing my jungle camps.
Oh, Playoff Beard tapping furiously, getting those basic attacks in, trying to get some star stepping in. And he is level 2 right now, so he does have the advantage. The enemy team is both level 1. And everyone just backs off. So a little bit... Honestly, I think a bit of a misstep on the blue side. They did have a level advantage, and they could have taken advantage of it.
He pinged me away. I thought we should have shopped.
Well, that is your choice. Cloudy Olive, Core Collapse comes out, however, Mac Daddy B misses. Nice try right there. This could be a very interesting matchup. So, Celeste versus Jewel, it usually turns out to be pretty much a farm matchup because Jewel is able to last it with the Thunderstrike at a very long range. And Mac Daddy B on that Celeste will do the same. And even though Mac Daddy B will have the poke advantage on Jewel for the most part, Cloudy Olive will be able to sustain fairly well with that Book of Eulogies, and I don't think Mac Daddy B will be able to push him out of lane too easily. Playoff Fear getting caught potentially by a suppressing fire. However, Livestream is hitting him. Playoff Fear taking some damage, and right now, everyone, what in the world just happened? He stepped on a scout trap and you stabbed him. Okay, got it. So Playoff Fear going with that Crystal Saw, very, very effective build, and gets the double kill for himself right off the bat.
That's how we do.
Playoff Fear showing what he's made of.
That's how we do.
Very, very early on.
That's how we do. This is why I make rules like both teams have to have a Saw.
Because you actually play Saw?
No. I mean, I'm thinking a little bit bigger than that actually.
Exceptions getting caught by suppressing fire. Exceptions being slowed. Don Eclipse does do some damage to him, but he is able to dash out with that Roadie Run. Roadie Run will play off Beard. Who got it? I don't even know who got it. Green Ranger is running off now. Exceptions uses the Roadie Run, stabs Don Eclipse, and he'll be able to tumble out of there. No problem. Don Eclipse taking extremely those. Cloudy Olive is coming down. This could be bad for Playoff Beard. Will Rocket League come out? Can he land it? He's not even going to use it. Why? I don't even... Playoff Beard is running. He gets tumbled into some crazy
I'm lagging!
He is...
I'm lagging!
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
What do you mean?
Cloudy Olive is gonna almost
kill everyone anyway.
Don Eclipse does not go down.
That's so annoying.
And Exception is doing as much damage as he can. Mac Daddy B is out of energy, so he's going to chase down the red team. However, he's not going to be able to do too much. This actually could be really bad for him. He's caught out by the Suppressing Fire. Suppressing Fire finishes off Dawn Eclipse, and Mac Daddy B doing as much damage as he can, but no energy. He might be going down here. The Core Collapse does land. Mac Daddy B, a couple more hits from Green Ranger will finish him off. Does he land it? Yes, he does. The Foe Splitter finishes off Mac Daddy B, and the red team coming out with a great fight for themselves.
Oddfellows Lodge. So poor.
This is why we're finding internet solutions.
I know, but they're probably also doing a playtest in the other room, but it's like so annoying.
We're finding solutions.
Salty beard.
Solutions.
Salty beard solutions?
Salty beard solutions.
Are there solutions for my salt? That Batman voice is a solution for my salt. Every time I hear it, it brings Nene to my heart.
What?
Oh, I didn't actually kill him. That's so embarrassing. Okay.
It's okay, I do that all the time. Dawn Eclipse could take a little bit of damage when a scout shot. The Suppressing Fire does come out from Exceptions, but not too much is going to happen right there. Everyone just kind of backs off, a little bit of a low advantage to the side of the red team. However, Flatfear does have 3 kills to his name, so he's doing quite well for himself. Rona on the other side from Green Ranger also has a couple kills, 2 1-on-1 on that Rona, so pretty solid overall. The 2 jungle carries definitely doing quite well. Playoff Feared drops the Suppressing Fire, is caught in the Suppressing Fire himself. And Dawn Eclipse taking a good beating, but I don't think he's going to be too worried. Playoff Fear might be in a little bit of trouble here. Green Ranger might be able to take him out in 1 or 2 more shots. Boom, he goes down. Exceptions. Uses the Roy Run, chases off Dawn Eclipse. Dawn Eclipse gets knocked back by the Rocket Leap. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button.
Mac Daddy is like, where is Iraqi Zoro and Silly Omar and all the good players? Because what is going on over here?
Dawn Eclipse taken pretty low. Mac Daddy B is being chased out by Green Ranger. He is almost certainly going to go down right here. Yeah, there's no way he's going to get out of this.
I somehow bought 1 more crystal bit than I intended.
3 is the correct amount. You want the 3 crystal bits.
But I would like to buy at least a tier 1 defensive item right here. What is going on?
You're shooting Green Ranger, and Green Ranger's almost certainly a guy if you stab him. Can you stab him? Boop. There you go. That's some serious damage right there.
That's right.
In the meantime, Cloudy Olive doing things, stealing things, and
Cloudy Olive, how dare you?
Going places.
So these are all Vanglorious or POA players with even teams.
All right.
Including me, who is barely POA right now. Like literally, like my next game, either I'm okay or I'm not.
Cloudy Olive jumps in on Mac Daddy. However, he's taking a lot of damage. It's going to be really bad for him. The Solar Storm might come out. 1 more shot will do it. Cloudy Olive does get taken down by Mac Daddy. Very well played. That was a little bit risky for him. He did jump in with the Rocket Leap and completely whiffs. So a little bit risky. Did not pay off for him in the end. And Playoff Fear tapping furiously yet again. Green Ranger is jumping in onto him. However, Green Ranger does not get stunned out. That was a really close core class by Mac Daddy, but just barely missing. Mac Daddy doing as much damage as possible. Suppressing Fire does come out. I don't think it hit. It was close. I'm surprised it missed, actually. It looked like it hit on my end. But Playoff Fear dodging out the Suppressing Fire from Exceptions.
Everyone missing their Suppressing Fire.
Suppressing Fire is not meant to be hit. Oh, Exceptions jumping in on Playoff Fear, doing a lot of damage with that Road Run. Takes a turret shot for himself for his trouble, but he won't care. Playoff Feared, farming what he can. Doing pretty well for himself. And the other side, the gold mine is being taken by the red team. Will the blue team be able to contest this? I don't think so. It's almost certainly going to drop in time.
I'm not going to go there because I would not have gone there if you hadn't said it.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I don't think you guys would have gotten there in time. It was pretty low. Mac Daddy B clearing the wave. 58 CS to his name. 2 Cloudy Olive is 26. So Mac Daddy B actually doing fantastically in the lane. Playoff, you're doing pretty well.
Mac Daddy B is seriously legit. Like the sillies are gonna, the sillies. If someone forced me to pick a winner of the entire VGL right now, I would pick the sillies.
Well, maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll happen. We'll find out next time on the VGL thing.
Yes. So Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific. So tomorrow 4 p.m. Pacific is the next set of games in the VGL.
All right, you got Cloudy Olive roaming the lane a little bit, walking around, not gonna worry too much. Dawn Eclipse and Playoff Fan Mac Daddy B. The Exceptions is caught out. This could be really bad for him. He gets stunned up. Green Ranger jumps over the wall into the gold mine pit. However, Playoff Fear is furiously tapping, like super furiously. Mac Daddy B is caught in the gold mine. He's taking a lot of damage from the gold mine, and
he died. Did he die to a minion?
Died to a scout trap or a minion.
I think he died to a minion.
I honestly was not watching.
I hope he feels such great
shame. Is caught out. He gets stunned up by the gauntlet, but he doesn't care because he's Jewel, and Jewel can just jump out of it.
I mean, she gets stunned, but she does get away.
Yes.
And when he was in range of the turret, so that was pretty freaking smart right there.
That was a very intelligent play. MacDaddy taking a lot of damage from the big red.
Oh!
Playoff Beard is...
No, that was what I meant to do because...
He's going places.
No, because I didn't want to get hit by his. Oh, no, the Green Ranger's here.
MacDaddy Green Ranger, no. Also taking a drop. Green Ranger.
Oh, I'm trapped. I'm
trying to kill Playoff Beard.
Am I doing things?
You're doing things. You're doing exactly what it looks like you're doing.
Oh, gosh.
Playoff Beard goes down because he's not tapping at all.
I stuttered.
Going from tapping fiercely to not tapping at all. Gone Eclipse is almost starting a drop right here. I don't think he can do too much.
He's on my screen.
Caught in a pretty bad place. He's stunning as long as he can. MacDaddy B is able to respawn, and Cloudy Olive jumps on his head and finishes him off. Not a very big goal lead coming out for either team. Red team's up 500
pretty good
gold,
game.
but
A couple
it's
saws.
pretty close.
A couple saws, having some fun.
It's pretty close.
Doing some work.
Got the shiver steal on exceptions. I approve. I like this build. It's great.
I gotta focus on the combo that you can do now. So in 1.8, you can roadie run, suppressing fire, roadie run.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Which is not how my brain really normally thinks. So
you just left those minions there.
I left them for Dawn Eclipse so that we all get the golds. Oh god, I didn't mean to aggro the punk.
You just kill it for good measure.
I don't want to kill it.
MacDaddy
so angry at me.
Doing some damage to Cloudy. Eats a suppressing fire to the face, but Green Ranger might be jumping in here. It could be really bad for him. How Green Ranger jumps in. Dawn Eclipse is already there.
I'm not there. I'm slow.
And Playoff Fear is being slow.
Grandpa Saw.
Grandpa Saw is being slow. Kilo Genesis comes out.
I don't like that every time I suppressing fire that Exception's also suppressing fires. And then we all have great sadness.
That's how it's done. Exceptions doing some good damage to the minion wave. He does have the Stormguard banner, so he's able to push out decently. Not too well.
Saw rotating down. The saw is rotating down.
Exceptions doing a lot of damage to the enemy team, actually. Exceptions caught out in a really bad spot. He's almost certainly going to go down here. The big red button does come out. Cloudy Olive taking some damage. Green Ranger doing well for himself, but Cloudy Olive is almost certainly going to drop. Playoff Fear is extremely low. Oh, Green Ranger cancels his ultimate. I would have finished off Playoff Beard, but
nothing finishes off Playoff Beard.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Do you guys hear this? He's tapping super furiously. It sounds like he's like, I don't even know.
I want to be like the Lamb Party video.
He's using like 15 fingers.
I did that so fast because I thought it was an enemy, and then it was just Dawn Eclipse. I was like, I'm going to steal this from my own roamer.
Oh, man. Alright, Playoff Beard. Doing pretty well for himself. 5, 3, and 4 on that Crystal Saw. The Aftershock has been built, and that's really what you want on it. Once he gets a Broken Myth, Roadie Run will actually do some incredible damage. And if he does get that combo off with the double Roadie Run, he will wipe someone off the board incredibly quickly. Playoff Beard getting jumped on. Green Ranger takes a big burst to the face. Cloudy Olive is being jumped on by Dawn Eclipse, and Exception is doing some damage, but honestly, he's going full support slot, so he's not going to really be doing too much. And Cloudy Olive does go down to a Heliogenesis, and that's that. Green Ranger caught in a pretty bad spot at this point. Playoff Fear does some damage to him. Green Ranger gonna just wander off. He'll be fine. And in the meantime, Exceptions did go down to MacDaddy B. MacDaddy B trying to do some damage to the turret from pretty long range, but that's not going to really be too fruitful. Green Ranger in the back of the blue side jungle, being chased around by Dawn Eclipse, but honestly, he's not really killing them very quickly. This is odd. Green Ranger actually might lose to Dawn Eclipse right here. Dawn Eclipse doing pretty well for himself, just pretty tanky, but he might actually just drop to Green Ranger after a while. Come on, Green Ranger. Can you win this fight? Scout Shot comes out. Dawn Eclipse taking extremely low. Dawn Eclipse is almost certainly going down here. Dawn Eclipse does go down finally. MacDaddy B and Playoff Beard are just wandering the countryside, while Green Ranger recalls.
A sad face.
Alright, well, blue team does have the gold mine right now, and they are up a pretty fair amount of gold. The mini candy has been used under the gold mine, so it's going to be a little bit tough to deal with. Full of red side. Red side just wandering around. Playoff Beard killing some jungle camps, getting a little bit of gold for himself. And right now, looking at the item builds, there's some pretty heavy crystal coming out from the blue team. And on the other side, there's some pretty heavy weapon coming out from the red side. Very fitting, honestly. But it should be pretty easy to counter build both these teams. And Jewel does have the highest shield scaling in the game.
That's why I'm sitting on a metal jacket.
So if Jewel does build like an Aegis and maybe a Fountain, she's going to be extremely hard for the blue team to take down. She could even opt to go into like a double. Oh, Green Ranger caught out, but the reflex block perfectly timed. He's going to be able to walk out of that, no problem. Jumps back into his base for good measure. And Playoff Fear is going to hit the turret. Hit that turret. Exceptions. Doing what he can. Cloudy Olive does jump in. This could be really bad for him. How the core class completely whiffs. That was no good whatsoever. Mac Daddy be taking extremely low. Green Ranger, can you finish off Mac Daddy? One more hit will do it, but the Vanguard does come out. Green Ranger so low. Dawn Eclipse is almost starting to drop. Playoff Beard is running, but he is going to go down. And that's a really good comeback fight from the red side.
What a terrible fight.
The gold mine being taken down by the red team.
Embarrassing fight.
Cloudy Olive gonna finish it off. And the gold count is pretty even. 800 gold difference at 14 minutes in is almost nothing. So pretty even across the board. Good stuff. Green Ranger spinning. No longer spinning. Excellent analysis right here.
Thank you.
Cloudy Olive killing jungle camps. Mac Daddy B just wandering around, doing things, while Playoff Beard is farming the jungle, as he wants to do. So Playoff Beard, you have a metal jacket right now. Do you think you should build some health, or are you gonna go for more defense stats, or what's next? What's happening? I don't even know what that meant.
I'm using your voice.
You can't use my voice. That's my voice. Alright, Kraken has spawned. 15-minute mark has come. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. The red team is pushing, and the blue team is not quite in position to defend this. Mac Daddy B dropping a little bit of damage. Does aggro the Kraken. That is probably not intentional. Dawn Eclipse. The turret might go down before the blue team is here. So this is going to be an all-out fight. Mac Daddy B is able to kite backwards pretty effectively. Green Ranger takes a lot of damage to the face from the Solar Storm. Everyone is going down pretty low. Exceptions does really run out of there. Green Ranger is almost certainly going to finish off Dawn Eclipse or Playoff Beard. Or will he? Do you have the Roady Run? You do not have the Roady Run. And Green Ranger showing off the power of that Rona with the breaking point.
Sad.
10, 4, and 5 on that Rona. Fairly tanky.
Sad.
She has the reflex block. She has a fountain, in addition to a breaking point and shiver shield. So extremely effective build. Rona, if you build Rona fairly tanky, she's actually extremely good.
Yeah, it's good right now.
And right now, just spinning. Just spinning.
Spinning and winning.
The red team is winning a little bit. It's not a huge lead, but it'll start growing. And right now, Rona is just becoming kind of a monster. She's at 83 CS. Mac Daddy B has found Rona, so Rona is actually in a pretty dangerous position. Will he stop the recall? Green Ranger's recall has been stopped. Green Ranger is in a bad spot. Dawn Eclipse, can you get this low on him? Playoff Fear is just shooting minion mines, so he doesn't really care. And no, Rona does make it out of a very tricky position. Mac Daddy B, nice reflex block. Oh, Mac Daddy B in a really bad position, suppressing fire, and the big red button come out. Dawn Eclipse is almost starting to go down. Playoff Fear does go down too. And Dawn Eclipse is actually running, but he's almost starting to go drop.
The Rona's just all over me now.
Yep, you should not let the Rona get all over you.
It's bad.
It is pretty bad. Things are looking grim. Rona finishing off the Kraken pretty quickly.
I need some peel.
I got none for you.
I need some peel.
You should get some peel.
666.
All right, Cloudy Olive pushing into the blue team's base. Mac Daddy B about to spawn, but I don't think it's enough time. This might be game. I don't know if they're going to be able to defend against the Kraken. They might be able to, but it's going to be tough. It will be fairly difficult. Cloudy Olive taking some damage, but is able to just rocket leap out of there. And let's see what happens. Mac Daddy B does have the infusion. Green Ranger taking a sizable amount of damage. One more hit will finish him off. Cloudy Olive taking a lot of damage. The red team is almost certainly going to have to back off this. And this Kraken might just be a free kill for the blue side. So very well played. Catching out Green Ranger in a very bad position will allow the blue team to make a pretty good comeback right here. Exceptions doing some damage, but honestly, the blue team can basically ignore these two. Playoff Fear does get jumped on. However, the Reflex Lock does come out. Cloud is in a really bad spot. One more hit from a Heliogenesis will finish him off. But the turret does go down. Exceptions is almost certainly dropping here. He gets stunned out of his Roadie Run. And yeah, he's dead. Alright, so only the Vein Crystal remains on the blue side. But the gold values are completely even. There's a 200 gold difference between the two teams, and it'll be evened up right here. And now the exact same. In fact, the blue team is 100 gold ahead. So this is a good time for the blue team to fight, and they have to make sure they actually do take the fight. They have 2 Metal Jackets on their carries. Dawn Eclipse, fairly tanky. He does not have an Atlas Pauldron, but he doesn't really need it. It would be nice purely to completely slow down the damage of Green Ranger. But overall, this is a pretty even matchup, even still. Now the question is, how are you guys going to deal with them once they start building more shielding? Because once the Aegis comes out onto Rona, this is going to be a very tough uphill battle for the blue side.
I'm already worried.
You're already worried?
I'm worried.
Are you always worried? Is that your secret?
No.
Alright, the blue team and the red team meet up in center of the lane. Green Ranger trying to dodge past him. Takes a little bit of damage from Heliogenesis. Playoff Fear, why don't you just go run in and like poke someone with your Roadie Run? Oh, Green Ranger's making a break for it. Can he make it out? Mac Daddy gets a Heliogenesis on. Playoff Feared. And right there, here comes the fight. Maybe. Dawn Eclipse does go in. The gauntlet has been dropped. The ultimate from Solar Storm does land. That was extremely close. Claudiov is almost certainly going to drop. Exception's in a pretty bad spot right now for himself. He's going around with the Warhorn. He activates his Sprint Boots and gets out of there. And Green Ranger is doing things. Mac Daddy is on the chase. However, this could be bad for Mac Daddy. And Green Ranger, he's going places. Runs in the Playoff Beard.
Yeah. Does
not run into Playoff Beard. Runs in the Playoff Beard. Playoff Beard does a pretty sizable chunk of damage. Green Ranger, though, caught out by Arden. Turning this into a more than one-on-one. And Solar Storm just completely wipes him off the board. Let's follow that. Let's see if it hits anyone else. It does not. It did hit Exceptions. So this is a good opportunity for the blue team to actually probably take 1 or 2 turrets. And see if they take advantage of it. Alright, Cloud Olive defending his base. Mac Daddy clearing the minion wave. And Dawn Eclipse and Playoff Fear doing potentially be able to take down this turret without any problem. Mac Playoff Fear does get jumped on, but the stun comes out. Cloudy Olive is almost certainly going down here. Exception's in a really bad position. And does try to chase off Playoff Fear, but he rolls himself back in with the Roadie Run. And this is looking grim for the red side. Only Rona is up, but she might be able to defend. Playoff Fear is extremely low. Almost dies to the turret explosion. And Mac Daddy B, it's up to Mac Daddy B to do the damage here because Playoff Fear is going to drop if he gets even slightly hit. Green Ranger jumps on Dawn Eclipse. Gets stunned up by the Heliogenesis. Gets locked out by the Gauntlet. That was really well played by Dawn Eclipse right there. That was excellent positioning on that Gauntlet. And right now, I think it's time for the blue team to back out. I don't know if they want to continue on this. Mac Daddy B is extremely low on energy. And the red team is spawning fairly soon. Green Ranger gets slowed. This could be bad for the red team. Oh, the Glory Run just barely runs out. One more hit will finish off Green Ranger. He does go down to the suppressing fire, but Playoff Beard is in a little bit of danger. Just a little bit.
See, if I was using the claw, I could have triggered my reflex block, like if I was using it like Invincible Armada.
You should have.
But I wasn't, so I went. When I'm on the iPad Pro, I'll be like.
In any case, the blue team has taken a victory for themselves.
Win!
Playoff Beard breaks his gigantic losing streak on the dev stream.
Woo!
That was really loud. Wow, you're gonna knock that thing over.
All right.
I think I'm losing my voice.
Yeah.
No, that's not a good thing.
congratulations to me! And also to Mac Daddy B of the Sillies and Dawn Eclipse, who is also in the VGL on an excellent team.
All right, Mac Daddy B, the double metal jacket coming out.
Take a screenshot and claim all the credit later.
As you should. All right, good game.
Do, right?
Good game.
So
I
have to say, GG.
You have to say GG.
To all these people. I'm going to close this for the moment. I have to say, so of course, first of all, the keyword for the ice this round will be saw.
All right.
It will be saw.
All right, sounds good.
So type saw to win ice. And I have to say that there was a reason why we stipulated that there must be a saw on each team in that game.
I have no idea what this reason is. And
the reason is because our reveal today is Saw Tier 3.
Is it?
Sawborg Tier 3.
All right, so this
is the reveal today.
This thing right here, should I click the button?
That's up to you.
I'm clicking the button.
There it is. Sawborg Tier 3 coming in the next update. Oh my goodness. I just wait until this is actually on the map. Oh, yes, the laser coming out of the eye. I can't even wait to see what Conductor does with this. The effects have been so off the charts for all of these, including the Jewel Tier 3, which is just astronomically
I think
cool.
He became a turret. I'm pretty sure he's a turret.
He's kind of like a turret. It's true. He really is. I cannot wait to see what this means for the in-game model and what this means for the effects. But yes, just wait. I want to see like a Jewel Tier 3 and Saw Tier 3 and maybe an Arden Tier 2 comp.
You have Sky in there.
Yeah, you can do Sky
Jewel.
too.
It's like giant mechanical things roaming the field.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. That is going to be so sweet. All right.
It's pretty good.
Let's do some winners of ice. We should see if Chainsaw is around to tell us a little bit more about this art.
We'll find him.
All right. Let's see. The first winner of 500 Sawborg Ice is iFusion21. iFusion21 wins 500 Sawborg Ice. All right, that is need player name. So I'm sending all of you winners a message. I need your player name so we can get you your ice. The second winner, oh, I think I hear a chainsaw. The second winner is Steel v Fusion. So Steel versus Fusion wins 500 Sawborg Ice. Did we find him? We did.
What's going on?
We did find him.
What seems to be the
Super Evil Art Director Chainsaw. We are revealing Sawborg Tier 3.
What is the nature of your medical emergency?
We would love to hear your thoughts on this concept, where it came from, what maybe if there's anything you're willing to say for what this might mean when Conductor gets done with the effects and the in-game model.
So the basic idea here, and this is going to be controversial among the people here at Super Evil, all the stakeholders in this situation. This is actually Saw and not a Sawborg. So they've been sending more and more powerful cyborgs against Saw, and you know, Saw's kind of a bro. He's like me, you know, he's wearing the tank top, right? And
Soldier for hire.
That's right. You know, he's just wearing the chest armor. He's not even wearing any armor on his sleeves. He was like, this situation's gotten a little serious, so I'm going to have to upgrade my armor to deal with these Sawborgs that are coming after me. So that was the inspiration behind it. And I wanted him to look sort of like a tank, you know, and really feel like hardcore military grade hardware.
Real quick, Joe Miner 4501 is the third winner of 500 ice. Those are all the winners for this round. So you can stop spamming, but if you have any questions for Super Evil Art Director Chainsaw, definitely put him in the chat now while he's talking.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the cool things, wait till you see the effects. I mean, that laser sight right there is something.
The laser sight is real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god!
doing all
I
that
can't
stuff.
wait to see that on the map. Oh my gosh! All right, very very cool. So yeah, there's.
Yeah.
I know you have a lot more coming in the next update as well.
You know, I said it before. I mean, like a while ago, you guys were all like, you know, Taka or Riot, and I said, be faithful, be faithful. We'll take care of you. All you Celeste fans, maintain the faith.
Maintain the faith.
It'll be all right.
It
Trust
will
me.
be all right.
She's getting a lot of love. The only reason it takes a while for these things to come out is they're getting a lot of love, and we want to do it right instead of just like, you know, something silly.
And Celeste is getting a lot of love.
Oh yeah. She's Bay, right?
Okay. I think that's all we're gonna get out of Chainsaw today, unless you feel like playing a game.
I have some stuff to do to
Yeah.
make sure you guys get this update.
All right.
There's something real cool in this update. More than one some things. All right. I gotta
Okay. Thanks, man.
go. Bye.
In fact, there's exactly 2 somethings cool in this update.
No, many more things than 2.
Exactly 2.
Many more things than 2.
All right. What do we do next?
I don't know.
You can't really follow it up with anything, huh?
Man, I won, so I don't want to play again.
Should I play?
Yeah, you should play. You
right.
should go like super try hard, Vainglorious tier game. Do you
Just
want me
like-
to make the game?
Sure.
I'll make the game.
I'm gonna make sure I don't run out of batteries.
For anyone who joined us late, make sure all weekend long you are checking out twitch.tv/Vainglory4Vets. That is where Gibbs, Fuji, DZ, Fallow Ferris, Naked Green, The Seekers, Pete the Noob, The Things She Plays, Brizzle McFizzle, Freddie Lamb Chops, Ashley June 7, Xenotech, Lady Wabish, and probably more are streaming in support of Operation Supply Drop all weekend long.
Wait, you're logged into this one.
If you're interested
Let me
in...
log you out of this one.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
You're logged into this phone.
I am?
You are.
All right, log me out. If you're interested in learning more, hashtag OSD in chat will tell you more about Operation Supply Drop. So definitely support the broadcasters, support that cause all weekend long. So twitch.tv/Vainglory4Vets. And this Saturday is elite level competitive Vainglory play all Saturday long. Starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time with the EU VGL qualifiers. Followed at 4 p.m. by the EU NA, which is now at the round of 64. Every round, the competition is going to get closer or tighter and tighter, more intense and more intense. We have amazing, amazing talent. At least 20 teams that I count that I believe could win the NA VGL. So definitely check that out. And then 9 p.m. tomorrow, VIPL semifinals, Gangstars versus PQQ. That's Gangstars Serious against PQQ. As Druid squares off against Iraqi Zoro, a matchup that I cannot wait to see. You know, 2 undefeated teams, the cream of the crop in this tournament. I know Invincible Armada wants to play PQQ, but they're going to have to get through Gangstars first, and we're going to have to see what happens. It's going to be an amazing game.
Yep.
So that is the semifinals, casted as always by Monte Cristo and Valdez, so superbly. So OGN's Twitch channels, 9 p.m. Pacific tomorrow for the VIPL semifinals. So check that out as well.
Should we trade so you can spectate on this and I can play on that?
Sure.
Let's do it. I'm gonna log myself out of here.
Let's do that. All right. Log out.
Let's swap seats.
Log
I haven't
out.
come play out here.
Log out. Oh, good. Even better. And there will be more ice after this next game.
Sounds like a plan.
I will log into things. Now let's be silent as we do things that aren't exciting.
We're always exciting. I don't know what you're talking about.
Very not exciting.
Always exciting. I'm gonna take my water.
I almost bit your arm just then.
Please don't bite my arm.
Your arm just came out there and it was so close and I just thought,
I'm pretty sure I need my arm to do things.
it's going to bite
Pretty
your arm.
sure.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I definitely need my arm to do things.
Why is this phone in Spanish?
That's a good question.
I need Khaleesi and Sky Devil to tell me what
Alright, let's
things
do
say.
this.
Okay.
Invite me.
I am going to invite you to a party, as well as other people. We got to fix this visual bug, man. This visual bug where you can't see the skill tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not on purpose. Just for the record, that is very, very not on purpose. So that will be fixed. The thing where you can't see the skill tiers when you invite people anymore.
Yeah, it makes things really hard.
Yeah.
Hello.
80 Endress from Broken Myth is on.
Also, Chimera from the art team is also on.
VG Genesis is here.
I'm just chilling.
Broken Myth with the excellent preview of the semifinals. CTF from Predators is here. Oh, he's already in a party. Let's see who else I might bring into this game. I'm going to look up skill tiers.
You guys catch that wild card match?
Yep, was pretty good.
Yeah.
They are pretty good.
Let's see here. Who else? I want to get really high elo.
You're gonna get me killed.
I want to go. Oh, DNZIO. Oh, is he still there? He's 10. Let's grab him.
You should invite me. I want to be in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always forget you because you're Z.
Wow. Alright, Playoff Fear has invited me to a party. I'm gonna join that.
Let's see who else is around.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
I'm going to look for as many 10s as I can find. I'm going to look for Vainglorious players first and then POAs. Train OP. Let's see who else is here. You should tell people things. Tell people about your life. You've been doing a lot of rock climbing.
Rock climbing's fun. I highly recommend it. It's just like a good way to, get some exercise and stretch out.
That's what keeps you so svelte.
I guess so, right?
I got too many messages on my screen.
You should just close them all.
All right. This is an excellent player. If I can tap on it on the freaking phone. He's in a party.
Just invite all the people.
Oh.
All the people.
Oh.
Here, in the meantime, let's look at that. Saw tier 3 again. Boom.
Manchu. I'm trying to be discerning. I want a good game. I want high level play.
We'll have a great game. It's always a good game.
And we're going to look for one more. We've already done Green Ranger. DuckTales. DuckTales is here. He's Vainglorious.
Aight.
Or she. In a party. Leave your...
Alright, we need 2 more people, it seems.
Wolfhands. I should have asked for Wolfhands' help.
We should have requested help.
Dev
This is
stream.
true.
This is like the least exciting thing ever.
Wolfhands is pretty good at getting things organized.
Chrissy is Vainglorious. Let's try Chrissy. Let's try DuckTales again. Still in a party. Chrissy. Let's see if Chrissy... Oh, Rome can play.
Alright, we'll get Rome.
Let's get Rome in there. Rome showing up just in the nick of the time. Just in the nick of the time. Rome is a member of the... Where'd he go? Oh, he's probably starred. I probably have him starred. There he is. Rome, a member of Gangstar's Cerebus, the #1 overall seed in the NA VGL on the strength of Fuji as the captain of a World Invitational team and their overall performance. All right. Let's do this.
Are you playing?
Am I playing? Oh, I'm not playing.
Yeah, you are.
Oh. Whoops. Sorry.
Way to go.
Need one more.
Alright.
Need one more, eh? That says in Spanish.
Nerd one more, eh?
All... Oh, God, it's Spanish. All VG or
Let's just play with us.
close.
You should just play with us. It'll be great.
No.
We're very friendly.
I'm nowhere near Vainglorious. Or Galos. That's the closest I could get in
I'll just turn
Spanish.
back into English.
This is excellent. It's so much fun.
Oh, this guy.
I don't want to give up.
What do I do with
I feel
you?
very task-oriented right now. All right, I'm going to find us one more elite player. Chrissy. Let's try Chrissy one more time.
All right, Chrissy, it's up to you. Can you save our game?
Oh, DuckTales. Okay. DuckTales is in. This better be worth it. Why?
DuckTales has joined the party.
All right.
Let's do it.
Freaking love
Let's
of
do
Pete.
it.
Whether they don't have time to think now, they just have to
All
play.
right.
Oh, the Instalock out of DNZ wants to lane Vox on the dev stream. Is completely unwilling to do anything else. Zekan, I want you to lane. I want the lane matchup. I want you to carry out of lane. Not troll. This is a try-hard VG game. Not until we buff pedal. Our try-hard VG.
All right, I'll play Scarf.
Try-hard Vainglorious tier. Oh, it's all locked in. Rome, who is lives up to, or that's, God, it's so confusing. It's not Rome on Manchu. It's Manchu as the roamer, and Rome playing his quintessential jungle glaive. Something to watch for on his glaive. He will infuse, he will weapon infuse at levels 6, 8, 10, and 12. So something to watch for there. He buys less weapon power and more infusions so that he can buy other items.
Pretty solid.
So he does a lot of counter building. He probably will end up on, say, a Sorrow Blade and maybe some attack speed, but a lot of infusions typically out of Rome. We'll see if he mixes that up. But that is something to watch for.
The battle for the Halcyon
I never
Fold has
used the
begun.
spectator thing.
Well, it's up to you.
But so Zekent on Scarf, Manchu on Arden, and Rome on Glaive. On the other side, DNZ with the Instalock Vox, DuckTales on Glaive,
It's the Vox.
and VG Genesis on Taka. So some strong heroes in the meta right now. A Vainglorious tier matchup. On the dev stream, Zekent with the Pride on the line, fighting to get the devs to a 2-0 today. I believe. One other thing, let's just look right here. I'm not sure if they did it. I came down too late. But one other thing you often see is skipping that one camp in order to get to the jungle first, the jungle shop first, buy and force a fight. But they don't want that with an Arden Glaive combination, which is going to be a little bit better late. In lane, it's Zekent on a Scarf against the Cloud. So this is the second time we've seen an Infinity Scarf Tier 2 against a Cloud Raider Vox. So Zekent just trying to make sure he secures as much farm as possible. Things are happening. I will try to not cheat in Zekent's favor.
I have company.
So I will not say things out loud that he may or may not be aware of.
Dude, no, I'm actually just aware of them.
Your spidey sense.
Yep. Actually, I was standing in the bush and he walked into it, so I was like, oh, there's this guy here.
There is clearly a guy there. I'm gonna miss your analysis.
I'm
this game.
busy playing the game.
It's true. Rome and Manchu doing some shopping. Rome starting off with a Swifty, a Weapon Blade, and there you see an Oak Heart and a level 1 armor already. Those level 1 defensive items make such a huge difference. Completely worth. VG Genesis starting the Swifty and the Weapon Blade, so we're going to see a Weapon Taka out of VG Genesis, an excellent, excellent player, DuckTales, with an Oak Heart on that Rome Glaive, and DZ sitting on just a Swifty versus Zekent with the Energy Battery. So, the very, very early CS right now, 17 for Zekent, 24 for DNZ. So, a little bit harder for Scarf to keep up with that farm. Meanwhile, we do have a skirmish here as Manchu trades with DuckTales, gets triggered on a Scout Trap, is in trouble as VG Genesis is all over his face, but an excellent Vanguard. You see the focus call coming out. Mancho will fall, and DZ with an excellent rotation now as Rome is in a very bad spot. His Afterburn is not up. He has nowhere to go. Zekent late to the party and might get caught with an Afterburn here and does get punted back, probably to no... And, oh, maybe he will go down. Oh my goodness, VG Genesis hyper aggressive and doesn't die to the burn as he had a Halcyon potion to pop. So a tricky first engagement out of the red team. Rome isn't going to like that one bit.
No good.
Rome doesn't mess around, and we'll have to see how he responds now to that opening salvo out of blue team. 3-0 blue, but the gold is even out of the gate. DNZ walking into some trouble here. Manchu following up. He's sitting on all that health that scales so nicely. The Afterburn punt does not put DNZ in the right spot. Roma sitting on a Vanguard, able to back away a little bit. He's just trying to keep distance from VG Genesis, who probably could have continued to pursue there, but played it safe. Roman Manchu.
Got him.
Oh, up in lane. My apologies. I did not expect Zekent to be that aggressive. So what did I miss there in lane?
He was coming through the jungle at a very low amount of health, and I just like walked up to him and just activated my sprint. Activated all on my boots.
Spit in his face.
In his face. Yep, pretty much.
A little bit of damage on this turret. Really just trying to force VG Genesis or force DNZ to lose some lane farm, and Zekent will go back and shop. It is going to be a full crystal scarf, as you would expect, with the void battery and some early crystal items. So we'll see what he goes first, suggesting perhaps an E or a clockwork.
I see some enemies in the jungle.
Some enemies?
Some enemies. Anemones?
Anemones?
I think those are like sea
DNZ
animals.
all the way to the enemy side. Where is he going here? The pulse comes out. Sonic Zoom as he puts some hurt on Zekent. The flare reveals that blue team is in a very aggressive spot. The Afterburn comes out, hits Rome, who does the same on DNZ. Now everyone's sitting on top of that goop fire as Zekent just keeps his distance with proper positioning, picking up kills. A good engagement for red with proper positioning, able to get the better of this fight. Maybe 2 kills and a 2-0 trade. So you saw Zekent keeping his distance, not getting too close, making sure he didn't get jumped on by the Taka or punted by the Glaive, and staying also within range of turret. And it worked out quite well. VG Genesis now getting caught. Rome with an excellent Afterburn, and they will pick up that kill as well. So now we're seeing some quintessential Rome play. There is a reason why we called out his Glaive in the VGL bracket preview. A nice goop pool underneath DNZ. He's on fire. If you can continue to fan those flames, it's going to get nastier and nastier for him. Almost connects with another Spitfire. Meanwhile, Roman Manchu just waiting in the enemy side try. They come back up around. DNZ with a smart Sonic Zoom. Smelled that coming. As
I think he was actually trying to dodge my Spitfire.
Oh, really? So,
yeah, that was probably
so it worked out for him. Otherwise, he would have been afterburned yet again. And now, Zekent's team looking for an opportune gold mine as the enemy is preoccupied. Zekent rotates down, which will telegraph what's happening, but may be wise for the extra damage output. VG Genesis is here, looking to steal. There comes the X-Retsu! And did he pick it off? I always have trouble telling on the spectator. He does not, but it was dramatic and exciting. Manchu is sitting on very low health here. DuckTales, even with the capability in 12 seconds of taking him out through the wall, but VG Genesis might do the honors first. An excellent Vanguard is not enough as the X-Retsu picks up the kill. An accidental punt on the Jungle Bear by Rome. That's not what he was looking for, but he is getting the better of a trade with DuckTales. Now, sitting on a Blazing Salvo and the Life Spring with already some weapon defense as well. Not able to find the recalling enemy, but Rome, that early strategy of layering on some defense while already weapon infused. So we talked about this, we predicted this, level 6 infusion out of Rome, sitting on the light armor and the Life Spring. So, enemy's not expecting that, and he's able to trade quite effectively with DuckTales in that situation.
So right now, the enemy team has a Taka and a Vox. They're both extremely good at killing me. So one thing I'm doing is I'm picking up a light armor and a light shield at the same time, so I have 60 defensive stats in both.
Meanwhile, there is a fight going on. VG Genesis has to retreat with the Kaku. Rome getting a lot of damage on DuckTales, who ultimately does fall. And they're staying near the gold miner as well. DZ trying to finish off Zekent, and they trade 1 for 1, which is perfectly fine for Zekent in this situation, as Rome is just going to pick up this farm and try to push under turret. VG Genesis will be forced to compensate here. Oh, I don't have pinch to zoom turned on this thing. We got to put pinch to zoom on our spectator devices.
We could do that.
Shirokage Taka skin on this VG Genesis, and if you love that skin, just wait for what Chainsaw has planned for Celeste. So,
well, he's planned for everything, pretty much.
Well, I mean,
yeah, some
more than
things
let's say more than
planned.
More than planned. All right, so VG Genesis now putting some hurt on these poor, unsuspecting indigenous creatures. Yes. Meanwhile, Manchu. There's a Spitfire that does find DNZ.
Oops.
And a Gauntlet comes out, perhaps inadvertently.
Oops.
Not very successful there. VG Genesis retreats with Kaku. Does a little shopping. He does infuse for this fight on the fly. You see that a lot at high elo play. Shopping on the fly as a fight develops. Rome getting vanguarded. He's able to trade with DuckTales all game long thus far. Zekent rotating down from the opposite side. He will get jumped on by VG Genesis, but he does have the gold miner there to help protect, almost create a 4v3 as the aggro comes out. People start to drop as the blood song flies. Manchu takes a ton of damage. DNZ is trading effectively and is able to pick up a couple kills. So an excellent fight for blue team. They will get the gold mine as well. An ace and a gold mine. So what happened in that fight that helped red team or blue team pull that out?
We got out of position a little bit. Overall, it wasn't too bad, but the weapon infusion on the Taka was a little bit too much for me, and I think we got bursted down pretty heavily by the Vox.
DNZ also putting a lot of damage on this outer turret as well. Might even get it here before Zekent can say much about it. VG Genesis coming in with an X-Retsu, but he does target the turret just to secure that kill as opposed to going for the dive on Z. He is going to dive Zekent, and he's going to get that as well. He's going to probably die in the process as he gets afterburn. The Kaitan keeps him alive over the blood song, but he does go down. Manchu now sprints away. Rome triggers that Fountain of Renewal to give them some health back. So something you don't see at lower elos that really made a big difference in the last major fight was VG Genesis did a flyby on the shop and without breaking stride bought a weapon infusion, which was the difference in the engagement. So it's one of those things you could practice, you could try, you can even go into practice mode. And you can try it off the platform off of Match Start too. Start moving and then shop while you're moving. Off of Match Start and see if you can get your starting item and your Halcyon potions all in stride before you reach the edge of the range of the shopping platform. So the ability to shop on the fly as you start an engagement, can make the difference at high elo play. DuckTales now stalking. The caution ping comes out. VG Genesis looking to make something happen, but nothing's there. Red team cautious here. A Gauntlet comes out, perhaps defensively, perhaps trying to catch Taka on the other side of that. And that is a good try. Well, but it's a very long and 88-second cooldown now, so I'm not quite sure if that was worth, unless he really truly thought he had Taka in there. Meanwhile, now DuckTales finds himself caught in 3 people. This is a strange engagement now, but Manchu does get the worst of it, so who am I to talk? Rome now getting focused by 3 people. The wait for it comes out on Zekent, uses the sprint boots to try to get under turret. Meanwhile, Rome falls. Zekent will be the next to fall. The turret does not finish off VG Genesis because of the Kaku. He rotates back around, and this will be another turret. What has to change for Team Zekent to turn this game around?
You just gotta stall this out, because I'll be awesome late game.
So Zekent, that scaling mage will only get better and better late. Here you see the builds.
Also, we have to make sure we actually have Gauntlet down ready for fights. The last 2 fights we've taken, Gauntlet was already down. So the enemy team engaged on us and we didn't really have any way to retreat properly.
So once again, what we talked about earlier, a level 10 infusion out of Rome. So he's sitting on the Blazing Salvo, the Heavy Steel, and another infusion along with the Fountain of Renewal and the armor. So frequent infusions here. Manchu with a minion candy, a Crucible, a little bit of cooldown acceleration so that he can Vanguard more frequently, and oh man, the buff to the Vanguard for the early and mid game, so fun in 1.8. The minion candy does come out on the gold mine from blue team. It's going to make it even harder to take in these final 2 minutes before Kraken spawns. Spitfire catches DuckTales. Manchu taking a lot of damage. The gauntlet comes out and it does a triple stun! Now here comes the Dragon's Breath. It will start to melt DuckTales, but the wait for it just deletes health bars. Oh my dear lordy me. And that's another ace for blue team. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Things are pretty rough.
Things are pretty rough here. This is a Vainglorious tier match, and these teams are not messing around. At least one more turret will fall. We'll see if they go for another. BG Genesis going for broke, perhaps a mistake. He thinks better of it. The Kaku does catch, the Spitfire does catch DNZ, turns though and rips through Zekent. Rome with a Blood Song, but he cannot secure a kill. Manchu falls, and that is game. That is absolutely game. 14 minutes. Wow, at Vainglorious, they do not mess around. BG Genesis, DNZ, DuckTales doing some work.
Yeah.
The men's gold payout collected as the Vein Crystal shatters.
Good game.
Congratulations to blue team.
I think things were going pretty well.
They were.
But we also took some pretty poor engagements. So what happened was we were ahead, and then we took one fight, a pretty poor fight near the gold mine. We should have stuck close to the gold mine, made sure it was minion candied, and it wasn't. So we could have had a little bit more power backed up towards the minion mine and had it assist us during the fight. And the other thing was we took 2 engagements without our gauntlet up, which was actually probably what snowballed the game to a loss. Because if we actually had it up, we would have been able to fight those much more properly, especially since it was actually very close engagements. If I was able to stay on the outside of a gauntlet, I could have probably just kept throwing in damage as opposed to what ended up happening, which was Taka was able to jump freely onto me and our glaive.
All right, so type DNZ to win ice. We'll give it to DNZ. And meanwhile, talk a little bit about these builds.
Oh,
if you want to go back real quick. Talk about the builds a little bit and what you saw in the game while I do the final ice. And then we're going to host, so long as they're on, we'll host twitch.tv/Vainglory4Vets as a whole bunch of great streamers continue to broadcast in support of Operation Supply Drop all weekend long.
All right, so most of the builds here are pretty standard. We don't have particularly high sustained damage. Like our goal in these engagements should be to just let me poke down people, make sure we have scout traps and flares around us so that Taka won't be able to easily sneak in, and try lowering them enough that when we do take an engagement, we will win. Also, it was a little bit rough because, Scarf is actually pretty weak against Taka. However, I did build a little bit of armor. I had 60 extra armor and extra shielding because of the light armor and the light shield. And it was actually keeping me alive for the most part, but after Taka had the tension bow and the heavy steel plus a weapon fusion, was a little bit too much damage for me to take, especially since I need to still finish up my damage items.
All right, the first winner of 500 Ice is the Real Pockets. 500 Ice. If you joined us late, you missed the Sawborg Tier 3 reveal and some juicy teases from Chainsaw on what else might be on the horizon. So watch the past broadcast if you want to see Sawborg Tier 3, what it looks like when Saw decides to fight against all the Borgs, all the cyborgs coming for him to take his body.
Yup.
All right, the second winner of 500 Ice, Forest Crunk 26, wins 500 Ice. I'm sorry, did I interrupt your thought? Did you finish your thought?
Nah, I think it was mostly good. All right, so back to the big cam, hanging out a little bit more ice. We will be hosting Vainglory4Vets very, very soon.
All right, one more winner of 500 Ice in today's broadcast.
Will be.
And that will be...
Will it be me? It's not me. Renegade Reaps. Congratulations, you win 500 dice. Good stuff.
With a very, very strange photo. 500 ice, very, very strange. Very, very strange.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to worry about it. I might see it in my nightmares,
All
but
right.
I'm not going to worry about it.
So, the reel for today, Saw Tier 3.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, gotta say.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much that.
Pretty much it. So I think it's going to be the Undersprawl next up on Vainglory for Vets.
Cool.
Should be really fun. So do me a big favor, everyone. Please go to Vainglory for Vets and type Super Evil Mega Raid. Make a really, really big Super Evil Mega Raid for us. We'd appreciate that. Thank you for watching us today. Make sure Saturday, all day long, VGL starting at 10 a.m.,
Oh,
then at 4 p.m., then at Pacific time, then VIPL 9 p.m. Pacific time.
So
the
basically,
semifinals,
Vainglory all day.
Vainglory all freaking day. OGN Twitch channels, Vainglory League Twitch channels, Monte Cristo casting in the evening. Gangstars versus PQQ will be the finale of all those broadcasts. So watch competitive play all day tomorrow.
It'll be great.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.